badges. They taking our vets and making us hand over our vets, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, man. Like, we really just get walked out right now, bro. Like, I didn't think that the 10,000.
Could soon have more robots than humans working in its warehouses. The Wall Street Journal reports Amazon nears the milestone after years spent working to automate tasks previously done by humans.
Really given my whole energy and life over the last 4 months to this job, and to be let go for no reason is like a huge slap in the face.
So the CEO of Amazon telling the company's employees that some of their jobs will be replaced by AI.
Are you an Amazon employee waking up to a blank email from HR? Have you seen headlines warning that AI will replace your role? And did you know nearly 100,000 tech workers have lost jobs just in the first half of 2025? Welcome to the new reality at Amazon, where automation and layoffs collide in the largest job market shakeup in decades. Amazon's workforce peaked at 1.6 million in 2021. Today, it stands at 1.56 million, down 48,000 jobs. Yet recent growth added 31,000 employees in 2024, masking deeper cuts in high-tech divisions. In 2025 alone, around 100 roles vanished from devices and services, dozens more from communications and sustainability, and whispers of managerial reductions swirl, even as Amazon clarifies no wholesale culls. Meanwhile, CEO Andy Jassy's candid memo: as we roll out more generative AI and agents, we will need fewer people doing some of the jobs done today, sent chills through internal Slack channels. Amazon workforce evolution versus global AI job displacement. That graph tells a stark story. While Amazon's headcount dips slightly, global AI displacements surged. 85 million jobs lost by end 2025, even as 97 million new roles emerge, leaving a net gain of 12 million, but skewed toward highly skilled positions. For Amazon's 1.1 million US-based employees, this means 200,000 jobs at risk of automation. Robots in warehouses and AI in call centers replacing human labor at a breakneck pace. Workers' voices amplify the anxiety.
18,000 people got laid off from Amazon today. I definitely get what you're feeling right now.
It drives me nuts. Why does it take 10 years to apply to one singular job?
What is the absolute lowest dollar amount I would value myself, my time, my skills, my worth?
These aren't isolated tweets. They reflect a cultural fear as Amazon pours hundreds of millions into digit robots to replace you. Office vacancy is another signal of the storm. Amazon plans to save $1.3 billion by cutting leases short, shrinking its office footprint to absorb a 34% vacancy rate. Meanwhile, U.S. office vacancies hit 20.4% nationally, 28.4% in San Francisco, underscoring a weaker demand for traditional roles and spaces. Employees forced back to hubs, some relocated across states, face the harsh ultimatum: get the most done with the least amount of resources required to do the job, Jassy declared. Echoing the New York Times, Amazon gives employees a harsh ultimatum amid layoff fears. Within fulfillment centers, robots now handle millions of packages. Amazon's automation spend targets $10 billion in annual savings, deploying over 4.28 million warehouse robots globally by 2025, with 25% of warehouses already automated, up from 5% in 2015. Workers see colleagues replaced by machines that never tire, never call in sick, and never demand a raise. Yet amidst this upheaval, entry-level and mid-career employees bear the brunt. Office vacancy and return-to-office mandates collide with layoff fears, forcing many to contemplate freelance work or reskilling in AI. Next, we'll dive into the emotional toll, personal stories of shock and uncertainty, and reveal how Amazon's internal policies amplify anxiety. We'll also compare Amazon's automation to broader industry layoffs, Microsoft's 15,000 cuts, Intel's 20% workforce reduction, and Google's 10,000-plus roles eliminated, all part of a tech sector bloodbath. Stay tuned. This story is far from over. Before we dive back in, please hit the like button. Your support fuels every story we share. We're aiming for 5,000 subscribers on Global Insight, and your subscription would mean the world to us. Thank you for helping us grow. Now let's continue. As the hum of warehouse robots grows louder, the human cost becomes painfully clear. In January 2025, dozens of employees in communications and sustainability were escorted from Seattle's headquarters with scant notice. One veteran sustainability analyst recounted logging in one morning to find her badge deactivated. No severance meeting, just an automated email. She texted colleagues,
What is the absolute lowest dollar amount I would value myself, my time, my skills, my worth?
That question now echoes through countless Slack channels, where employees trade rumors of impending cuts. Amazon isn't alone in riding the layoff wave. Microsoft shed 15,000 jobs in early 2025, its second major round after 6,000 cuts in May. Intel announced up to 20,000 roles vanished under a 20% workforce reduction plan. IBM, Google, and Meta each cut 8,000, 10,000, and 5% of staff respectively, largely in roles now deemed automatable. TechCrunch reported that in April alone, 24,500 plus employees lost jobs across the sector. April marked the peak with 16,234 cuts in February and 10,397 in May. Internal surveys reveal the emotional weight.
It drives me nuts. Why does it take 10 years to apply to one singular job?
Lamented a laid-off Alexa developer. A fellow program manager confided,
We have had 11 people turn us down. They have offered people with college degrees $9 an hour. No health care, no benefits, no nothing.
Anxiety isn't limited to those whose roles vanish. Survivors face a layoff guilt pervading team morale. In one all-hands meeting, managers were told to keep hiring freezes in mind, even as Amazon added 31,000 new roles in 2024. A paradox that leaves employees questioning who will be deemed expendable next. AI's relentless march adds another layer of dread. In June 2025, an internal memo announced plans to integrate AI agents across customer service, tasks that once required an army of representatives. CNBC summarized CEO Jassie's message, "Get ready to be replaced." That phrase, lifted almost verbatim into headlines. Amazon preps employees for layoffs by talking up the power of AI agents, crystallizes the corporate calculus, efficiency gains at any cost. Yet the automation story isn't confined to Amazon's walls. Warehouses worldwide added 4.28 million robots in 2025, driving a 77% productivity boost and slashing operational costs by half. At that pace, analysts predict 92 million jobs at risk by 2030, with retail cashiers and data entry clerks leading the casualties. For Amazon employees, every new robot deployment heralds another team member out of work, even as the company touts its commitment to customer satisfaction. The financial calculus deepens the sting. Amazon's $1.3 billion in office lease savings announced mid-year contrasts sharply with the 27,000 jobs eliminated since 2022. Business Insider captured the tension. "We will need fewer people doing some of the jobs that are being done today," Jassy warned, even as Amazon lauds a 2.03% workforce increase in 2024. Employees joke that the only constant at Amazon is change, the kind that costs them their livelihoods. And then there's the futures paradox. Automation creates new roles. 97 million globally by 2025 in AI engineering, human-AI collaboration, and ethics oversight, yet 85 million are displaced. Entry-level workers suffer the most. Unemployment among new college grads has climbed to 5.8%, and job openings outpace unemployed candidates by fewer than 500,000. Employers now favor advanced degrees for AI-adjacent roles, leaving many mid-career professionals scrambling for certifications they never envisioned needing. The fallout from Amazon's automation surge and targeted layoffs has sparked a quiet revolt among its workforce. Employees are banding together to demand a seat at the table in this transformation. In July 2025, Amazon workers in New York's JFK 8 facility filed for the first ever warehouse union local. They cited automation-driven job cuts and unpredictable scheduling as core grievances. Across the tech divisions, petitions have circulated calling for enforcement of the WARN Act, which mandates 60 days' notice for mass layoffs. Yet many cuts were staggered to fly under that threshold. Some affected employees have engaged labor lawyers, arguing that consecutive small-scale layoffs constitute a single mass layoff. If successful, Amazon could be forced to retroactively compensate thousands for unpaid severance and notice. Confronted with job displacement, Amazon launched Freedom programs, online courses in AI, cloud computing, and robotics maintenance. Enrollment jumped 200% in Q2 2025, but completion rates lag at 35%, as many workers juggle demanding shifts. Meanwhile, third-party platforms report a 50% surge in Amazon employees seeking coding boot camps and data science certificates, hoping to transition into emerging AI roles. Yet with 77% of new AI positions requiring advanced degrees, the skills gap remains formidable. For those unable or unwilling to climb the certification ladder, the gig economy offers an escape hatch. Ride-hailing services and food delivery apps have seen a 30% uptick in signups from former Amazon associates since January 2025. Freelance marketplaces, Upwork, Fiverr, report a 25% increase in project bids from laid-off tech workers advertising web development, UX design, and AI prompt engineering services. These stopgap incomes, however, come without benefits or job security, prompting many to question the true cost of freedom. Consider Maria, a former Alexa UX researcher who lost her role in May 2025. She now tutors high schoolers in Python online, earning $40 per hour, but struggles without healthcare coverage. Or Luis, a warehouse packer whose digit robot position replaced him. He's retraining at a local community college for mechatronics, encouraged by a $2,000 state grant, but facing a 6-month commute. Their stories underscore a larger reality. Resilience demands resources, and many are running on empty. Amid backlash, Amazon doubled down on its people plus machine vision, pairing human creativity with AI's scale. The company announced a pilot collaboration lab at its Seattle HQ, testing mixed teams of employees and AI agents on customer support tasks. Early metrics show 15% faster resolution times, but human staff report algorithmic anxiety, uncertain whether they're measured against other employees or against the AI itself. Amazon's saga mirrors global trends. As 4.28 million warehouse robots automate logistics, 200,000 Amazon jobs face the chopping block, and 85 million roles worldwide vanish to AI, entire industries are in flux. The paradox is stark. 97 million new jobs emerge, yet only fractionally accessible to those displaced. Economists warn of a talent treadmill, where workers must constantly upskill or risk obsolescence. If this dive into Amazon's automation-driven layoffs opened your eyes, you're going to love what's next. Click the video on your screen now, 10 most dangerous places in the United States, to explore the wildest, most heart-pounding corners of America. From rural backroads to abandoned ghost towns, you'll discover the hidden dangers you never knew existed. Don't just watch. Strap in, stay curious, and tap that video now to keep uncovering the stories that shape our world.